Welcome. My name is Rich.
Well,
Who's talking over me? This is Kingdoms of Amalur, Reckoning. Not re-reckoning, just Reckoning. The character I'm playing as, what's her name? It's called Hanara. We are not very high level. We've only recently started. I missed out. I skipped streaming on Monday because I didn't feel like it. But we're back now. Wow. She just materialised that broom from nowhere.
What? It's reassuring to have the war sworn so close. Shieldring Keep is just down the road to the east.
beware. The Red Legion is about.
Oh yes, that's right. I don't have the program running that would improve my camera angle. I forgot. Yeah, let's no, there's no need to save. Okay, yes. Then I want downloads, mods, widescreen fixer. There we are. And widescreen fixer is running. Good. Play the game again. Alright, the game auto-saved just before I left.
Welcome to Gorehart.
That's nice of it. There we go. It's still it's fisheye lens, doesn't it? I noticed this was happening last time. It's a little bit... That's a bit much, isn't it? I don't know how I feel about the fisheye effect. Maybe I... Yeah, I should have remembered to do this before starting the stream. But I did not. That's the prison, by the way. If you break any laws...
Welcome to Gorehart.
If you break any laws, you end up in there. Or I think you can pay the fine.
Greetings.
Oh, hey, a chest. don't know... No, never mind. Don't know what to do next. There's a bunch of people to talk to. Talk to her. Talk to him. Father Dinwell. It's a shame you can't jump in the game. I quite like being able to jump on things and explore as far as the boundaries will let me. Particularly in games like this. Oh yeah. Much stuff to smash. This is a little bit... It's a little bit difficult to ignore. The reason I'm not doing anything is because I'm still deciding, and I think I've come to the decision that... Deciding whether to alter... Try and alter the settings on widescreen fixer, because this is a little bit nauseating to me. The fisheye aspect. I just wanted to zoom out a little bit, not this much. Well, I mean, this much would be fine, but... It's the fisheye. No, that's... Now you do this, and then I think I probably want to move it over here. Save. See, I don't know where on that scale is normal. Like, is it all the way to the 150? Or whatever the biggest number is? Where's the biggest number? I can't check. Is it all the way over to the right? Is it in the middle somewhere? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Just depopulate the entire town of its crates.
Greetings.
This is still a bit weird, isn't it? In fact, I don't think that much has changed.
Cast down the brothers of St. Odwig's. Only when they fall to earth will they realize they are not above us. Do the half-truth. Whatever you do, avoid the monks of St. Odwig's Perpetual. They deal in lies and false tenets. Their light of hope will leave you in shadow. If such creatures were not part of the authorities' plan, then they would not exist in nature, period. Mitharu's divine order governs all, even the Fae.
That only is the case if you believe that Mitharu is the absolute most powerful god. Which I suppose she probably does.
It is the name I chose when I baptized myself in the clear waters of Mitharu. I have undergone the ordination rites, and am as legitimate as any monk. You don't know. It is less a mission than a fortress of deception, a citadel of lies. It throws its menacing shadow over all of Gorehart. Father Dinwell will try to defend his cause, but he is simply a soldier, marching to the orders passed down to him. None of them have minds of their own. He would be a good man if he could see past the rigidity of his faith. Mitharu embraces all, not simply those that the Church deems worthy.
Got a guard chilling out here in front of us.
She was wronged by someone in this village. That is an injustice I can understand. By its appearance, you'd assume Gorehart is a pleasant place. Never make assumptions.
Fair enough.
Welcome to St. Odwig's perpetual mission. I would invite you in, but the Order has been too trusting in the past. We try to learn from our mistakes. Although, one never knows what might be a test of faith. You have arrived just when I am in need of aid, so perhaps Mitharu is at work. We at St. Odwig's have worked for years to establish a presence on this hill. It's not been without its challenges. The call of the Feylands does not fall upon deaf ears, and many of our youngest don't have the will to resist. Take Brother Egan, for example. 2 nights ago, Egan ventured past the walls to collect firewood and never returned. We must find him before anything happens. Odarath is a savage land. Every day we must face both the beasts of the wood and the evil of wicked hearts. I fear for Brother Egan's soul. He knows nothing of the world of Fey and Alpha, trust and temptation. He is like a baby, eyes wide at the world around him.
Whose fault is that?
Mitharu be praised. His order reigns supreme. Brother Egan was last seen northeast of here, just off the road near the Fey ruins. Please find him. Perhaps then we can welcome you into the fold with open arms. Egan was last seen in the woods outside the walls, just north of the village. He is a good boy, but our youngest, and Egan often suffers from doubt. That is to be expected. One can only grow out of conflict, especially conflict of the spirit. I tried my best to comfort him and tell him that wisdom would come in time, but he is impatient, rash. He wanted a faster way to enlightenment and power.
I apologize if anyone's trying to talk to me in chat, but I am once again experiencing issues with my connection, and the tablet is not wanting to connect to the Wi-Fi. Or stay connected. I mean, it'll connect, but then it'll just fucking spin the little wheel that tells me that it's thinking about it.
The Fae are stubborn fools. They treat their souls like toys, with no thought of right or wrong, chaos or order.
Speaking with an expert on the Fae there, aren't we?
I have been with the mission since its founding. These boys are like my sons. I live my life as an example of Mitharu's wishes for our kind. Frustrating, that one, stubborn to the spirit. She claims to know the will of Mitharu better than those of us who have spent a lifetime studying scripture. If only she would be touched by the hand of reason. The first bricks were laid 50 years ago by Odwig himself, before his demise at the hands of trolls. We honor him by converting the Fae to the worship of Mitharu. Alas, we have yet to convert a single one. But that does not keep us from trying.
Yeah,
May Mitharu protect you.
I really don't think that that's going to work, dude. You should probably stop bothering.
Where is the order that Mitharu has given us? I see no order in obstructing the truth. That is chaos. That is what the mission
Greetings.
fears. Mitharu does not dwell behind the mission's walls. No. She is in every rock and every tree, every bud and every stone.
She's
She
speaking real
is
loud,
with
isn't she?
all of us.
Nothing to see back here. Just a man working for his pay. We in Gorhart like to stay focused on our business. That way the Fae stay focused on theirs. Gorhart is an Almain settlement, so you won't find too many Alfar here. They tend to stay close to Rathia, their city on the coast. I don't mind them. If there was ever a reason to believe that Fae and mortals cannot live together, it is this strange and brutal war. The Alpha fight without any true knowledge of the enemy they face. I've seen this kind of conflict before and it never ends well.
How have you seen this kind of conflict before?
The peace between mortals and the Fae is a passing one. They will always see us as occupiers of this land. We borrow what can never be given. Those fools in that mission on the hill are wasting their days. Creatures of such power do not worship gods, they are gods.
I don't think that's correct either, but yeah, the St. Odwig's dudes are definitely wasting their time trying to convert Fae. It's not going to happen.
Suits my needs just fine. It's remote, away from the shadows of the Crystal War. It's also quiet. Well, most of the time. What do you know of the Red Legion? Whatever it is, forget it. You'll be safer, wiser, and better off in the end. Ignorance is bliss, my friend. Their goal is to convince the Fae of their folly, but one cannot reason with the sunrise, ask the wind to cease its chill. You should speak with them if you haven't already. They are a sorry lot, and their numbers dwindle. Men forsake their faith and disappear into the woods, or worse. I'd rather not talk about it. My past is a murky place. It's better not to enter lest you wish to get lost there.
My understanding, minor spoilers I suppose, for a game that's 9 years old, he used to be a member of the Red Legion, and he's hiding out here. And you can choose whether to hand him in or help him later. Now, the mission here, I mean, I suppose I might as well start here, but I haven't explored any of this area at all yet. And we do have a couple of missions further in. Let's do this mine. So, we're looking for an apprentice who I think probably... Ooh, nice. New gear. Currently equipped crude iron. 21 and does fire damage, or just does physical damage. It might be better to have elemental. I don't know. Let's just go with this, I guess. Armor. What I've got equipped at the moment is fairly oddly eclectic. Let's put some sturdy greaves on. They're not going to be giving me a mana boost, but that's fine. I don't really need the mana help at the moment. I'm not going for being... This is better. Well, let's go with that then. Okay. I don't really need mana recovery. I'm not really focused on being a mage. Who was this to? Belan, Death's Touch. Right, I think I'll do better crits or something. Oh, I've already had that, haven't I? Is there anything to pick over here? No, I guess not. I guess the motes of light are the wrong colour and they're not moving fast enough. Fair enough. What is going on? Oh, no. Okay, that's... I'm glad that it's possible to do that. open door. Or anything else, I'm just going to smash all your crates. Is that right? Nuts. Let's put on the sturdy gauntlets. Yeah.
What is this? What you doing down here? Don't you know Agna Farhold is haunted by the spirits of the Arathi? So, are you foolish or just stupid?
That's basically the same thing. I imagine you're the one that's stupid.
Not much is known about the fabled beings of Order. They abandoned this world long ago, leaving ruins such as this as a testament to their glory. I hope that by spreading tales of spirits and boogeymen, they could prevent the curious villagers from exploring too deeply. One can always hope. I'm skilled in alchemy, but it has never brought me riches or respect. The only way I will ever find glory in this life is as part of the Red Legion.
False.
She, like so many others in Goreheart, is prone to ignorance. She sees what she wants to see. I am her dutiful apprentice, and she is the wise mentor. Her whole life is a lie, she tells herself. They're very careful about whom they allow into their ranks, and they were resistant about my membership at first. At least until I told them about Nanny. Her discovery will fetch a high price in Rathir. Could even decide this misbegotten war. Still, that is no concern of mine. I simply want to be one of the Red. Oh, I see. The Twisted Gnome has found herself a champion. How delightful. Nanny always was a fool. So immersed in her work that she failed to see the deception before her very eyes. The Red Legion has her formula, because I gave it to them. At this very moment, they are moving crates of it eastward towards the city of Rathir, where they will fetch a high price. Poor Nanny. So trusting, so pathetic. Of course she can never learn of my ruse, can she? It is time.
You're overestimating me. Blah blah. Thanks for getting me caught on that fucking rock there. Okay, good that. Rather overestimating himself there, I think. Although, to be fair, he was more difficult to kill than any of these. That's probably just because of his health. Nick all of your stuff. There we go. Where's all the light coming from in here? Oop, hello. Just peek through the floor there. Cool. Broke one of the crates. I don't know how smart of an idea it is for my character to be smashing the crates full of some kind of powder or gas. Well, it's probably not a gas, is it? Some kind of powder, I think. That's very bad for you. God damn it. those hiccups were the painful kind. No fun at all. Not that I think hiccups are ever fun, really. They're just annoying. Alright, let's go this way first, because there's nothing... no objectives. Then this way, I guess, then up here, I suppose. So, this way first.
Sometimes this is too hard to believe. But you can accept the strangest fact that you were wrong. Yes, but that and this endless vacuity is horrible. The Ancient Ones were here. They delivered themselves into the world. The time-worn cycle turns with ages. The seasons drift along the stream. They wait for the past. The future brings the forming storm. This is no place for a home, for anyone.
I failed to see how that was relevant to anything. Other than some mention of the Ancients, who presumably built these ruins. Well, of course, they didn't build ruins, they built this place, which has since fallen to ruin. I don't like the little noises. Yeah, well, at least the app is telling me that it's disconnected from chat, as opposed to just leaving it to be a mystery for me. Should probably restart the app, see if that'll... connect me. Well, it's not saying that it is connected, but it's also not saying that it isn't. Yeah. That was smart of him, wasn't it? Wow. Just ragdolled the bow out there. It's smart of him to come within, what do we want to call that, 20 feet of me? 15? Maybe 10, maybe that's 10 feet. It's a bit difficult to tell at the edge of the screen, because it's fisheye lensing, as I have noted before. Smart of him to come that close to me though, eh? Games ragdolls can get weird, yeah. I mean, it's always fun when games ragdoll strangely, but it's also quite weird. I apologise. I have been having problems with the chat. Well, with the app. It wasn't connecting initially properly to the Wi-Fi. Can I sneak up on them? No. Alright, never mind. Surprise! Maybe if I had slightly better sneak. I'd have been able to manage that. Not that it's very important. I mean, only for the satisfaction, really, would I want to take them out one by one, I suppose. Let's get this right. Game left certain aspects of the backstory unexplained. The true nature of the Arathi is one of them. Fair enough. Hurrah! Guessed it first time.
These walls are grown, are built of stone. Lovingly this place was crafted. You see the lights, the mystic halls of ordered reality? They are the faces of the missing, the embodied truth of the lost souls. There are so many of them. Still, you can see them. They are like pathetic charades, some with good intentions, and you can't fault them that, but the majority of them are just fakes. Needless to say, you could have stayed free and lived a comfortable life, but you couldn't settle the disquiet that haunts people like you.
Game doesn't list stealth stats though. Yeah, I thought that wearing plate armor would affect my stealth. I probably could have managed. Are you more stealthy in cloth than you are in leather? Because the game doesn't tell you anything about stealth bonuses, I don't think, based on the stuff you're wearing. Like, you would expect leather to somehow give you a bonus to stealth. Simply because that's the association that rogues and leather have after years and years of RPGs. For armor that requires rogue points. Oops, though. Shit. I can eat lightning. It's not the material, but the style of armor. Look for armor that requires rogue points spent. Ah, okay. I mean, I think the only armor that requires rogue points is going to be leather. But, okay, cool. Good to know. That's... I mean, it's been ages since I've actually played the game, after all, so I don't... No, this isn't telling me anything about stealth. I mean, this has finesse requirements. I know what you meant. It might as well be stealth or rogue. And probably the only reason it's not dexterity rather than... Or the only reason it's finesse rather than dexterity is because dexterity is a little bit too closely tied to D&D, probably. Who's coming to have a go. Do quite like it when I get to juggle foes like that. If it's finesse, it gives some bonus. Blue. Come on, come around the cart and get me. Alright, then back off. See if I care. I have ranged options. Hello, Boggart. Can I? Oh, right, because I'm in combat. Okay. There is some very obvious storytelling here. I do like it when games trust in the intelligence of their players and go, hey, something's happening here. This is, what's it called? What's the term? Incidental storytelling? The traders... Oh no, I've been seen. Whoever it was that was manning that cart has been dragged off here and killed. This official document is meant to inform family members that Camden Wolfalk of the Alpha Army has died in the line of duty. Dear Miss Wolfalk, we regret to inform you that your husband, Camden Wolfalk, was killed in battle while serving on the walls of Merlinshire. Sincerely, General Tillera, Alpha Army. I wonder why it's Ms. Ms. I probably want to take that actually. Find Miss Wolfalk and let her know the fate of her husband. That's a lot of blood, though. Poor bugger was probably dead by this point, and then they continued dragging him and leaving a lot of blood, and then left him there. This is obviously supposed to be some kind of... Yeah, it's mostly red. Like, a bit more than 50% of it is red. But also, a lot of it is patchwork. Maybe the bars are... The yellow and black bars across it's supposed to be the pattern? Like, are they deliberate, or is that just how it's been repaired? What? What's going on with the camera? Maybe I shouldn't bother using widescreen after all. actually need it. Let's turn it off and see how I feel. Because I think I'm starting to get a headache from the fisheye effect. Turn you off. At least it's short. Yeah, fair enough. It does look better.
For the Legion! Let's see how this leads.
Yeah, sure. Grandstand at me. That's a good idea. Probably want that. Let's inspect it first. This key will open a corresponding statue of the legendary Fade Trickster, revealing its secrets. Let's take that. Sigbert's journal. This journal is small and water-stained, but its pages remain intact despite the wear and tear. Discovered something recently. Apparently saved games live on an EA server or something. Not on your computer. Oh, that's nice of them, isn't it? Summer, day 6, daybreak. Nothing today. My journey is young and the forest remains fairly hospitable to outsiders. Ignoring the warnings was a wise decision. There are no rivals. The search for Aman's keys belongs to me and me alone. It is only a matter of time. The statues of Aman litter the forest, taunting me. If I can just secure the keys, I will be able to open them and partake of their treasures. Soon. Summer, day 13, dusk. Odarath is as beautiful as I have always heard, especially the perilous lands north of St. Odwig's perpetual mission. I was almost struck down by a sprite. That is until a brave villager from Gorhart arrived on the scene to act as my saviour. He introduced himself as Ugnar Oddgrey. Such an odd name. It could only belong to a Varani. I installed it on a second computer and was like, and it's like, would you like to continue where you left off? But this explains why it talks to an EA server each time you play. Yeah, fair enough. I had wondered about why it talked to an EA server each time. Summer, day 67, daybreak. I visited the House of Ballads grounds today. All my adult life has been spent learning about these legendary figures, so even a slight glimpse was worth the trip. I am beginning to believe that one of Aman's keys lies beyond its high walls. If my scholarly work has been done correctly, the location of the keys will soon be known to me. Summer, day 83, dusk. This is quite a big jump, wasn't it? From day 13 to day 67. Maybe that's just my character skipping through the entries of bollocks to the relevant bits. Maybe he was just really bad at keeping up with maintaining his diary entries. Summer, day 83, dusk. I have done it. At long last, after years of searching in the annals of Odessa and scouring the Feylands, I have secured one of the 5 fabled keys of Aman. Now, if only I could find the other 4. Hello. Yeah, that's a good idea. Run closer to me. Take your bow from your back and then pump it in the air a couple of times, giving me time to stab you. Well, I didn't stab her actually, did I? I hacked at her, really. I think I do want to see. I do want to be able to see more of. Just feeling the whole time. I want to be able to zoom out a bit. Well, not all people who keep ledgers know boring daily stuff. Yeah, fair enough. But not as much as I was zoomed out before, and I don't like the fisheye lensing stuff. Bollocks. Let's give this a listen.
She bested Thrang in combat fair, Finian cycles kept. The exploits of this maiden's role, a burdensome and heavy toll. She lived among the mortal clans and bargained with their kind. Throughout the town they stood in fear of the brilliant fighter near.
I love the noise that they make. It's like, duh, like foiled again. Wow, he's really struggling against that, isn't he? Brother Egan. Hello, dude.
Yes? What could a mortal vagabond need with Casmaran the Eternal, messenger of the Fey folk? Speak! My time may be of the ages, but it is still precious.
Oh dear. He looks way too old to be suffering Chunibuyu disease. I suppose this is what happens when you only have one male body type for humans.
I'm new to the Feylands. Until I joined the mission, I'd never even left my home village. That's why I volunteered. I wanted to see the world. I want to visit the gardens of Issa, to meet gnomes and Alfar, to live. The Order of Mitharu was a good way to leave home, but I want so much more.
That's not unreasonable.
It sounds rather silly, doesn't it? I had a feeling it would. I need a mage name for when I become all-powerful, for when my magic is so great that no one will dare dispute me. What about Abner the Visionary, or Malik the Nefarious, Lord Zaltanus? No? And those were the good ones.
Do you know what nefarious means? Do you intend to be nefarious?
Mortal races have no lasting grasp on this world, and in time the fair ones shall be our masters, beautiful and mighty. Legend tells of the great Fey city hidden beneath the canopies of Dalentarth. I've never met anyone who's been there, but I'm sure it's real. Yes, I'm quite sure. Not a doubt in my mind.
It is real. We'll go there. Unfortunately, you won't.
Father Dimwell and the others are fools, and their silly mission will wither and crumble. Finnet and Arbos have glimpsed it with their ever-seeing eyes.
What's this? What's happening here?
They believe I have the potential to succeed where all others have failed, including them. You see, they can't obtain what they desire, so they need someone more powerful to do it. Then they will bestow upon me the wisdom of the Fae.
And if they possess the wisdom of the Fae, why do they lack the power?
Wait! Father Dinwell sent you, didn't he? Old fool. His path to power was too plodding, and now he wishes to slow me down too. I have new friends, Fae friends. They are named Finna and Arbos, and they have sworn to share their secrets with me and to gift me with true magic. In exchange, they want an ancient treasure buried in the caverns of Waterhall Down. I'll retrieve it, eventually, as soon as I, feel like it. They are Fae twins, and they are beautiful, magical creatures. They've promised to teach me magic, to help me see the world as it really is. All they require of me is to fetch for them this relic. It's quite a bargain, believe me. Fine, if you want to be so noble, but don't expect any of the treasure. This is my key into a powerful new future, a future full of magic and wonders. Let's go. It is in the caves of Waterhall Down, a refuge for the wild Fae.
I don't think it is.
It is called the Selkie Veil, and it's said to possess the power to transform its wearer into any form he wishes. Finna says it belongs to the Fae, but was stolen.
My memories of the Selkie Veil is that it's borderline trash. Yeah, this is one of the things the game devs seem to have done the bare minimum on certain aspects of the game. Some parts, such as animations, are well done, but in part it looks good because it's not actually all that versatile. Like the character costumes, there's only a few sizes and shapes of characters. Like, yeah, this guy definitely feels like he should be 14, 15, like a head shorter than me and really wiry. Like, he shouldn't be growing stubble and this beefy.
I don't know much about the relic, only that it was supposedly crafted by a Fae mage named Armen the Clever. Armen is a good name. Not as good as Casmaran, though. Bye then.
Oh, I'm supposed to escort him, aren't I? It was presumably supposed to be someone that would join your party initially, and maybe he was supposed to have a storyline where you could let him learn magic, but I guess they weren't able to manage that. Well, he got ahead of me quickly, didn't he?
If we're going to press on, then I'll ask you to stay close. I have no courage to speak of. Honest. Ask Father Dinwell. Local legend says that the great Fae mage Armen the Clever retreated to these caverns to hide his treasures from mortal hands. Among them, the Selkie Veil. Bye then.
Dig through this pile of garbage and find two chest plates. That's handy. This is a lot of boggart. It's very impressive how I can lug around 2 giant hammers, along with how many pieces of armor? Oh. Ah, bollocks. Right. I need to be careful of that. Ah, fuck! Fuck! If they disappear after they go off.
Come, Casmaran knows the way.
Does he? Does he know how to not die? Go on, you can manage it, can't you? Finish it off. It's got barely any health. Come on. Useless. Ooh. Second of 5 keys. Nice. In a pile of trash. Do we ever find a living one of these things? Running out of space.
Casmaran fears nothing.
He admitted when we arrived that he had no courage to speak of. And maybe he's trying to reassure himself. No, then. Dismantle it for parts, but it never gives any parts. If I recall correctly, the Selkie Veil is a weirdly bugged item. You can dismantle it, but it doesn't give any parts. I think it's meant to be the same beast as the cattle you see, just less fluffy. I don't think it is, you know. I think the horns are like the wrong shape, rather than like being coming down and up. They just go out to the side and round. I was to guess the Selkie Veil is actually made by sprites, not fae or elves. Are the sprites bright enough to do that? I mean, the Selkie Veil, I suppose it's fairly good, but for now, you know. Also, the creature that we find the corpse of, it's scaly. It's not fluffy. It's a reptile. Mana regen, mana stolen per hit, 10% chance to steal 1 mana per hit. Mana cost, an enchanted creature of the Northern Isles was said to feed on mana reflected from mortals attracted to the arcane veil. Yeah, it doesn't seem very good. Alright, I forgot this game has merbeings named Selkies. Not the same as sprites. Right, okay, yes. It's just, it's weird because Selkies in myth are never supposed to be that intelligent. Like, I don't think they talk, for example. They're kind of like water horses, and they try and trick you into riding them, and then if you do, they drag you under the water and drown you and then eat you. You're not very good at this, are you? In fact, I would hazard to say that you're terrible.
Let's go.
Hello.
Yes. What is this? Our little Egan has made a friend? I have a feeling this is going to be a problem. A charming boy, but simple. My brother and I do prefer them witless and eager. He would have done so much more for us if not for you.
I doubt that, because he wasn't actually doing very much to begin with.
Before the war, we plundered Rothier from within. We were so successful that the Warsworn had bounties on our heads. Not much, but enough to be proud of. Sadly, all good things must come to an end. With the arrival of so many wartime outlaws, we were forced to relocate here. It was for the best, if you ask me. Legend states that the wearer of the veil will be granted strange abilities, fey abilities. So you can imagine why my brother and I might be curious. Obviously, anyone who has ever glimpsed a fae would know that. Unlike little Egan here, your head holds more than fantasies. The Feylands are such fertile ground for games. The inhabitants are so oafish you can fill your pockets with hardly any effort. Are you going to give us what's rightfully ours, or do we need to start a new game? My brother and I are always ready to play.
Yeah, I don't know about rightfully. I mean, if it was rightfully yours, surely you would have been the ones that went and got it.
Then you'll have to pay for it with your life. You see, we have much invested in this deception. Blood, gold, not to mention the hours wasted on Egan. We may be criminals, but we're an honourable pair. We worked hard for our prize, and now we mean to have it.
You will certainly get it.
Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. We came for the veil, and the veil we will have. Come, Arbos, let us negotiate.
You'll be the first to die. Would you get out of the way, please, Egan?
I didn't know. How could I? Before I came to Gorehart, I'd never known anyone outside my immediate family. Everything was so new, so magical. You must think me a fool. And Father Dinwell... Come, let's return to the mission. I must ask forgiveness of so many. Bye then.
He's so casual about it. Just, bye then. We just murdered 2 people. Bye then. Hold on, there's plant over here I want to fumble with. No reagents found, okay. I don't know whether I even have a chance at getting some of these without higher alchemy. But I keep trying anyway. Oh, the crates are back.
I can't wait to get home.
You are home.
Hello?
Must we return to the mission? I crave adventure, magic, power. Although all of those things are quite frightening.
Why are we having this conversation now, after you've been brought back?
Perhaps it is for the best. This new world is far more dangerous than I expected, and I haven't eaten in days.
Maybe that's why he's so useless in a fight.
Bye then.
I suppose I can...
Great Mitharu, Egan has returned. As for you, you have done as I asked, and we here at St. Odwig's are forever grateful. Consider this meager reward a donation to your cause. It is just one, to be sure.
Numbing daggers.
It is only by the grace of Mitharu that Egan has been returned to us. Of course, you had a hand in that miracle as well. The authority works in many ways.
I think the balance of responsibility is probably somewhere in the realm of 9 to 1. The 9 being mine, if not more.
You've been called.
Am I right in thinking some of the wells can have stuff in them that you can fish out? Thorough protection. There's more houses in here than there are in out in Gorehart proper. It's just so weird. Some of the reagents are really hard to collect. I think he has a new dialogue about Zelda. Some of the wells do, not this one. Or is it a Detect Hidden perk? It might be Detect Hidden now that I think about it. Now that you remind me that that's a thing.
Welcome. Yes, what do you need?
Your gold. Oh hey, there was a Tuatha there.
I told you, I will say no more on this matter.
Your gold in exchange for weird items that I have no use for. I mean, I may as well sell the Selkie Veil. I'm not going to use it. And apparently you can't break it down for anything. You need to rank up Detect Hidden in order to loot certain things. Right. I wonder whether it's worth breaking down all of these things. I mean, I'm not... might break them down.
Goodbye.
Let's give it a shot. Salvage. Ooh. Headdress, threadbare lining, weak rivets. Nice. Leather headdress, right. Where's my blacksmithing skill? It's 2 or 3, I think. It's not 0. I'm not sure whether I'm actually going to be using any leather items. Probably. I don't think I'm going to be using any cloth though. So I can probably not going to be. Oh well, what do you get from birch? Scepters. Okay, dowel, right. Okay. Leather mitt, simple bindings, basic grip. I'm not going to be using. Oh, but what else do you get from that? That's the thing. Iron sources. Okay, and let's sell those. Other things.
Yes, what do you need?
Alright, I can't salvage this. Oh, she doesn't have the money.
Come see me again.
What is it? What do
Is
you
that-
need?
Is having a limit on money a new thing? I just bought things. Ah,
I'll be
bollocks.
here.
Care to part with some gold?
Thank you for telling me. Hold on.
Come see.
Oh, that's 19. 24. I lose a few minutes worth of game. Yes. That's fine. Right. Now I haven't lost all my money by being very stupid. Nope. Ah, bollocks. Oh well, I got a bunch of stuff out of that, I suppose.
Welcome. Care to part with some gold?
No. But I would like you to part with some gold. Sell. Things that I can't break down. Which I otherwise have no use for.
Come see me again.
If you're good at blacksmithing, you can make some really nice gear in this game. I know. That's one of the things I'm really looking forward to, is that oh, where the fuck is it? Abilities, probably. No. Destinies. I know that once you max out, probably when you get to 9 or maybe 9, but definitely 10 in blacksmithing, you can smith better gear than. How was I not seeing skills? Abilities. Destinies. There isn't a thing for. Usually use unique armor, but crafted armor is better, it seems. Yeah, some low tier items really aren't useful. There isn't a submenu for it's not moves, is it? Is it options? No. Status? Oh yes, it is. What a stupidly unintuitive place to put it. Right, yes, so I know that by the time you get to 10, you can craft better gear than what the game calls legendary weapons. Like, particularly the hammer you get from the map from the mission here, which is touted as being an epic, incredible demon-slaying weapon. The stuff of legends. I know that I could, in my last playthrough, I could craft better stuff than that. By the time I got to maximum blacksmithing. Let's give this a shot. That seems fine. Fine iron longsword. It's fine. Build. Do I have enough for all of these? Rogue armor. Let's make. That's better than what I have at the moment. Critical hit damage, extra health. Oh, it's way better. I mean, it doesn't have an armor socket, but it's 13 armor better, and gives me extra health. So let's do that. No, I don't have the rivets for the boots. Oh well. I could make a scepter, but I'd never use it, so no. Alright. Ooh, icy. Cool. And this just hits really hard, which is fine. Ooh. Frost effect. Nice. Well, at your current skill level, you can salvage common items. Ah, okay. That's why I couldn't salvage the gear that I sold. Fair enough.
Yes, what do you need?
It's probably not worth keeping hold of all of the gear just for the ability to
Goodbye.
salvage it later. Fuck your barrels. Hold on a minute. Right, that's what I wanted to do. Crude hilt. Well, that'll do. Confused myself there. Someone here has a mission.
Greetings.
Have you come to protest the mission as well? The news has spread to every village. It's on every tongue. We are so close. St. Odwig's cannot resist much longer. And once it relents, all others will follow in its wake. The tome will be ours.
I think you're overstating your cause a bit there. I mean, points for enthusiasm, but I really don't think that this is going to spread. And who's we? Are you counting me as part of we?
Father Dinwell is denying that women can be ordained as members of the Order of Mitharu, despite scripture to the contrary. I know that they've got the proof in their reliquary, an ancient Ordination Tome, but they've never let me close enough to get a glance. All are welcome into Mitharu's embrace. Ha! The hypocrites! Don't commit any crimes on my account. Of course, if Mitharu compels you to see justice done, then I won't stand in your way. The Brothers of St. Odwig's perpetual mission keep the valuable tome in their reliquary, but no one outside the Order is allowed a glimpse.
This is the reliquary, because it's got a circle over it in the minimap. Ooh, a mission.
Oh, I
didn't see you come in. I was reading this letter, and is there anything I never thought it would happen. They're coming. Even with everything else going on in this village, the Red Legion is coming for me. I'll admit it. My past is a tapestry of drunkenness and loose morals, women and wine. I'm not proud of it, but I couldn't have gotten where I am without making mistakes.
That is definitely a statement, that tattoo. Particularly getting tattooed on the eyelid. I don't know what statement it's making.
The people here are kind, yet suspicious. They believe the mission harbors secrets, and they're right.
Did I call it an alchemy table? Pretty sure... I mean, I hadn't really identified it. I just knew that it was a crafting table. Of the 3 forms of crafting in this game, blacksmithing is the most important to learn, and sage crafting is only useful as part of making crafted weapons and armor better. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I ever really used potions my first playthrough. Like, just healing, I guess.
That filled the hunger I was hoping to sate with wine, women, anything and everything. The mission gives my life meaning.
That's nice.
I was not always the pious man you see before you. No, I was a scoundrel, a raider in the dreaded Red Legion, a gang of the notorious bandit Red the Dead Idward. But plunder could not sustain me. I wanted something more. Several of us faked our deaths and deserted, always knowing that Red might track us down. But now, he has. It's all here in Red's letter. He demands we satisfy the blood rite. 2 lives for 1. He'll let me go, but only if I kill the men who deserted with me. But I cannot.
What's up with his eyes? Is it deliberate? I mean, there are people with odd eyes like that. But was it a deliberate choice?
I could hand myself over to Red, but he'd have me killed. The only other choice is to kill the men who left with me. I can't do that. I'm not the man I used to be.
I mean, isn't an option to just kill Red?
I do what I must. I only hope Ugnar and Itrin will forgive me. Ugnar works in Gorhart village. Itrin haunts the ruins near Haxi, still struggling with his demons. Be on your guard. I fear they will likely come for me as well. When it's finished, take their daggers and bring them to Red Idward. He will demand proof. Take mine to start. Good luck, my friend. May Mitharu bless you. I fought under Red for years, yet I know nothing of him. I do know this. He will do anything to get what he wants. The most dangerous kind of man is one without limits. Ugnar could always be found by Red's side, Red's right hand. But beneath his brutal exterior, Ugnar was a good man, tortured by the ghosts of his dead wife and children. Itrin, however, rivals only Red Idward in his bloodlust. They say he was once a Justicar, but was expelled for brutality. His devotion to his god Enadon is fanatical. It is a sacrament of the Red Legion. When you commit a crime, you must pay a penance. Surrender your life, or the lives of 2 others. Ugnar works for the inn at Gorhart. Itrin has taken to calling himself the Shade, and robs travellers in Haxi. Mitharu is with you. How can I help?
So I need to find an opportunity when nobody is looking at this book here The one with the exclamation mark floating above it. Or no. This bookshelf, I guess. Oh no, this one. This is a very helpful interface, isn't it? So, yes, okay. This has a mission. Oh, right, that's right. This locked bookshelf houses the collection of Brother Till, the late scripture master of St. Odwig's perpetual mission. From the looks of the titles on the remaining books, Till's literary interests tended towards the lewd and lascivious. You may retrieve all of the missing volumes and return them to Till's collection for a reward. Right, so I'm going to try and remember this, but I'm not going to take it now because... And I was reading about this before I started streaming. This mission will take you over a huge swath of the mission map, like of the world map, and you'll be about 90% of the way through the game before you find all the volumes of this collection to return them. But some of these books are in Cluricon, yes. But if you take the mission now, the reward you get at the end of it will be set to this level of whatever I'm level 3 or 4 at the moment, I suppose. But if I wait until I'm max level and then take this mission, then the rewards that I get for completing the mission will be set to max level rather than level 4. I think that's how it should work. So I'm not going to take it right now. I will try and remember. Right. Loot the Tome of Ordination. Yeah, there's no one here to witness my crime. This brittle yellowing document describes the characteristics sought after for ordination into the Order of Mitharu. Let's have off with that. What this chalice is for. How did the stones get moss on them? And maybe they were left outside for a while and then only brought in here afterwards. It's the sort of thing I would do, but you wouldn't expect the moss to last very long, would you? Once you brought it inside. Oh, then again, this is a world of magic. Right, here we are.
Great Mitharu, you found the Ordination Tome. I'd give a sack of gold to see the look on Father Dinwell's face. He will no longer be able to deny my entrance to the Order. Mitharu does embrace all. Thank you. I won't need any gold as a servant of Mitharu. Take what I have. It's yours. I will remember you in my prayers.
Thanks. Let's level up. Let's take Detect Hidden. Charge special attacks. Oh yeah, when a dialogue option goes from grey to white, it means the dialogue changed to something new. I don't think that she had anything new to say though, did she? I did. I thought I checked. I don't know whether it's worth taking this. I mean, I do need more points in might, but I don't know that I'm really going to use. I don't remember using this very much. First time through. I mean, maybe it would be good. Let's make other choices first. Improve damage with daggers. Unfortunately, you need to take this before you can unlock chakrams, I think. Might as well increase that, I guess. Might as well. I haven't unlocked any new... Yeah, no, this requires 10 in everything. 3 to all skills, so there's not... If I'm aiming to take this, there's no point in bringing any of my skills past the end of advanced. Let's try and remember that. Right.
Good day.
Hello, dude. Can I have your knife, please, without having to fight you?
Make it quick. I've got work to do. Can't pay my debts with firewood, not in Gorehart.
Does your work include sitting and meditating?
I knew it was only a matter of time, and I'm not surprised. Delph will do anything to save his own hide, but hiring a sword to do his bloody work is disgraceful. If you want to collect my dagger, you'll have to fight me for it. Steel for steel. I used to be quite the scrapper. Didn't Delph tell you that?
Why do I have to fight you?
Edward knows where I am. When he shows up, the only thing to keep me from death is still having this knife.
I think it's because he expects Edward to come here, and if he still has the knife, then he can say, I haven't lied to you.
You're right. I've spent years trying to bury my past, hoping to wash away my sins with an honest day's work. If I took the blood right, Red would own me once more. Take my dagger, tell him I'm dead, for the Agnar Odgrey you once knew is truly gone.
Good man.
This is folly, you know that.
And I really wouldn't worry about it, Agnar. I'm going to be killing Edward sooner or later. What else is there to do? Right, I've got these things to come and collect. Wolves over here. I need to speak to her, don't I? Right, let's come up here first, I suppose. Destroy them crates. And then talk to the Fae up on the cliff. Like what we were told. Oh yeah. Right, that's run, isn't it? Haha. Harvest as I run past. Hello, chaps.
You're asking for it!
These are exactly the sort of people that would come on, lick their knives when threatened, aren't they? That stuff. Why would you need such huge chunks of wood to keep up these small crummy tents? It's ridiculous. Hurrah! Guessed it first time. Right, so there's mission objective over here. I thought he was someone I needed to kill, but he didn't start glowing, and I couldn't interact with him when I was looking at him. Oh yeah, there's at least one quest in the game where someone asks you to steal something, but you really have no need to, since they want a common item easily obtainable other ways. Better question, what's holding the wood up? Well, the wood might be... Odarath's blade. The wood might be stuck in the ground. Oh no, there we go. There's probably a pole in the middle. And this is such a weird design of tent. I expect that the sort of is it oxbow, oxhorn sort of shape, like the top of a pair of scales. The top piece of wood there, it looks like it's balanced on something, probably. And then the rope hanging off of each end is going to be balancing it so that it doesn't go too much either way. Not much room in that if there's timbers that big on the inside. No, there really can't be much room inside. Plus, these sections of wood going in like that. Maybe that's a second bow. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Maybe that's the second bow section, which is just about... I mean, you'd need to duck under it, but there would be room inside, I think. But still, what's it? What's supporting these things? What a weird design of tent. Now that I'm thinking about it. It seems barely functional. Hurrah. That's all the bricks destroyed. Stop putting the sword away. I'm just about to use it again. Silly bugger. Nick all your stuff. I think they're collapsible and can be reconfigured into some sort of cart. Maybe. Given the size of the timber, I would be more inclined to say some kind of boat. Like, that's the kind of cross-section you'd want for the keel of a ship. This seems probably more functional. Okay, so that is a long metal thing in the middle with a spike on top, quite like a big conical spike. Those metal fittings definitely don't look like tent parts. True. Maybe... So you can see another spike up there. Maybe that's on a pole that goes all the way through, and... the oxbow bit on the outside hangs off of it. That's putting a lot of stress on a small piece of metal. Boat is maybe, I guess. So maybe, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I can't think of a good boat design using those parts. It was just something I threw out because it made a bit more sense. Oops. I want this, and then I want that. Okay. Come here, you. Just run at me, mouth open. I'm sure that'll go well. Down here. Yes. Cool. Swimming time.
I have a secret to tell you. I am not sad. When I was a girl, my father used to tell me that when you grow old with someone, you tie your fates together and create a pattern that is part yours and part theirs. My father said that this is why when an old person dies, their partner is never far behind. But I do not feel that way. I feel free.
I mean, that's nice for you, I suppose. Good to hear. A little unfortunate that you spent so long with someone that didn't make you happy. After whose death you felt free rather than sad. But, at least you were free afterwards. Tree's grown up through this ruin, hasn't it? It's obviously been there for a very long time. How is it doing this, though? It's just clipping straight through. Maybe we can say that it's a magic tree. Oh, hello, Wolf. Nope. No, thank you. Just remember, you attacked me first. That's quite a lot of stuff. Chest. Ooh, another soundstone. Nice.
If I have to live for the rest of my life without him knowing, well then I'll deal with that. I think there's something to be said for it. I think it's noble. Yeah, I could tell someone, but that's just asking for praise. What makes it an act of kindness is that nobody knows, or at least that he doesn't know. I let him have the glory. No one has to know his arrow missed. He saved the town. He's a hero.
That one quickly. I don't really know that that was worth it. Oh well. Right, let's speak to this Fae, shall we? Why would they bother putting glass in the whole tower? It can only, given the size of it, it can only mostly contain stairs, surely. Oh well. Or a ladder or something.
May your hollow gods keep you, mortal. I am called Airy. Your face is new to me. You're different from those in Gorhart. They amuse me, and I strive to learn all I can from them. Have you come to ask about the Tuatha? I can offer only what I know, and hope it will suffice. I wandered the forest for many seasons, listening to lore stones of the great ballads. Before that, I dwelled in the gardens of Issa. I prefer the quiet of this village, the mirth of the witless.
I think it's Arathis stuff. It's an interesting question how old Arathis stuff is, since it predates the Fae, it would seem. Certainly Arathi stuff, it seems like it shares an era with the Fae.
We are kin to the seasons and cycles of all life, to new life and perpetual growth. Mortals may view the warmth of the petals and smell the beauty of a newborn bud, but only Fae know the strength of the roots beneath the surface. Fae lands? Yes, I've heard these words before, but do not understand their meaning. There are only Fae, and there is only land. I do find all main sentiments so charming. I cannot reveal much. The gardens are the jewel of the summer court, a wonder beheld by few mortals. It is located far east of here in a wood so thick it would devour all but those who knew its secrets. Do not pursue such mysteries, mortal. They are not for you.
Yeah, they are.
I adore every sad soul in the village, even stubborn Herc with his tender heart, and drunken old Arnick. The widow fascinates me. She has no idea that her lover is dead.
I think she probably does,
I watch them from my perch, hoping to learn the meaning behind their pursuits and passions. If I could, I would grant each of them an eternity. Alas, I cannot. They contain memories, great moments, ideas, songs and inspirations. The Fae do not record their words in ink or on paper. Ink fades, paper crumbles. Lore stones mark where our kind has made a lasting impression, where the seasons slowed to take note of glory on a grand scale. I find them so interesting, from their vestments to their odd habits and demeanors. Just yesterday I saw a monk from the Almain mission sneaking through the underbrush. Strange creatures you are. Strange, but glorious.
If we're glorious, maybe don't be so condescending. They also use magic to store words in smaller stones. Yeah, they, like... there's like orbs that are a new version, I think.
I feel them near, flitting through the western woods like shafts of shadow in the sunlight. What could have brought them here, I wonder? The Tuatha do not trouble themselves with easy prey. If they prowl these woods, it is for worthy quarry.
Don't know if that's true.
Yes, I witnessed this crime, although I did not recognize the one who perpetrated it. It is often difficult to distinguish one mortal from another. The victim was Illuvia, but I knew her only by name. You must be hoping that I can offer advice, but I cannot. If she is meant for the Great Cycle, then so be it. However, I would be quite interested to find out whether one of my kind would benefit from one of your mortal remedies. I've always wondered. It will need to be powerful. Your delicate forms are far more sensitive than ours. In fact, it's astounding that you survive as long as you do. Perhaps your mortal apothecary can provide one. You can always create the potion yourself if you possess the skill. Farewell.
Yeah, I do not currently possess the skill. We'll put it that way. No reagents found. Hello. Thought you were being sneaky, didn't you? Not good enough.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Stay close to the village.
Everyone in Gorhart is talking about the attacks. They say that the Red Legion is receding back into the shadows from whence they came. It is all thanks to you. You found the formula and destroyed it. Now, you may think you understand the impact of this act, but you truly do not. You are a friend to this village and to me, Nanny Henry. Take this. It is not much, but it gives you an idea of my gratitude.
Have I told her about what happened with Karth?
He seems so eager to aid me in my work that I've failed to pursue the proper references. Yes, I have only myself to blame for this catastrophe. How was I to know he was a scout and a thief? His interest in alchemy appeared genuine. Our friendship, was that too an act? Do you really think I'm able to part with anything, much less one of my finest mixtures? This is a place of research. There is no charity. I'm sure I have a vial somewhere in this cottage, but I do not have the time to search for it. I'm sorry.
So am I free to just rifle through your stuff?
Goodbye.
Welcome to Gorhart.
Could just have off with this greater healing potion. I don't want to nick her stuff though. I'm sure there's another way. Seems like an odd thing to not have. Yeah. 22 gold.
Don't start any trouble.
I don't think I even noticed that you can do the quest this way. Don't remember how I did it since it was a year ago. Yeah, I don't remember either. I'm sure that there is another way of acquiring a greater health potion. Didn't I do that? Or is he just going to stay there until I come over to... Oh no, okay. Arden's here. So he's... I'm sure I could run here and then run directly over to here and he would have beaten me there despite me going the fastest route. Because apparently Arden is capable of teleporting. I killed it. The Boggarts amuse me.
In the country of Niralim's embrace, the
No
summer
end.
manifests as an immortal fae. You know her, him, it, as the resplendent warrior, or the ardent conqueror. You mortals named him King Issa. In the youth of your people's memory, you bore witness to Issa's exploits. He is your legend of might and eminence. Come, listen to a tale of Issa and On, the Godstorm, the Withering War.
Is this the weird wolf man?
Me, Two Legs. Two Legs, please help me. Other Two Legs are cruel. They will not help. No, I am cursed. A pack of Two Legs gave me this name, but they would not give me help. They hit me and drove me away, just for eating their tasty meat birds. But what did I do wrong? You believe me? Many think I am just another Two Legs. They are wrong. I am a wolf, cursed to wear this shape by evil sprites as some cruel game. I still have wolf thoughts in my head, but two-leg bodies are so clumsy, they can't even catch dumb meat birds. I must be changed back. The sprites are near. Even now I smell them, but I cannot fight in this form. Will you help, Two Legs?
I expect he was supposed to have been a party member as well.
Thank you, Two Legs, but the task will not be easy. I need water from a magic well, guarded by the sprites that cursed me. Be warned, the sprites have much magic, for the well they guard is older than this wood, and from that they draw their power.
I was cursed by 3 sprites who were bored. Had I fang and claws, I would shred them like meat. Birds. My brothers and sisters think me but another 2 legs now, and will not suffer my approach. I am without a pack. But it is worse than that. Your 2-leg life is unbearable, like these strange things called pants. How do you tolerate them? Their pack is small, but they are each powerful. They came to this forest not long ago, drawn by the magic of the well. Were I a wolf, they could not best me. But as 2 legs, I am clumsy and weak. Be careful. This is a black pool. Old when the mighty trees were saplings. It used to wander throughout this corner of the wood until the sprites ensnared it.
How do you know these things?
Hunters like me, 2 legs. Their blades are their teeth, and they fight for their kin until the last breath.
I assume someone was kind to him because they gave him pants. And boots. And showed him how to wear them.
This is good for the hunt, this wood of smell and shadow. As a 2 legs I cannot stalk, cannot prey. The bloodlust. It is agony. The sprites guard the well, which is near the river to the north. Beware them. They have much magic. Hunt well.
I think I remember this mission taking you all over the place. The well he's talking about that wanders quite a lot. It's not just this one area, I think. Let's see whether I can manage to dispel this correctly. It's locked. Can only be opened with the proper key. So I need to get all of them within the time limit. Get all of them doing their little spinny thing. Warding is such an unintuitive, stupid thing. I do not like the stupid wards. Gorgoth. Oh, these are barguests. They're a bit weird. Angry wolves. A thing. Curse entropy. Seek out a healer to have it lifted. It's -1 to all skills. Fun! Okay, I should probably get that scene too. Found out after playing the game that Barghests are actually mythological creatures from an actual mythology of some sort. Yeah, most of the creature names in this are named after things that exist in myth, like they weren't made up for the game. Fast travel here. Because they've got a healer, I think. Haven't they got a healer? Yes, in here. Lift this curse from me.
Greetings.
Let me help. Wounds are not always visible to the untrained eye. Be safe.
Thank you. What effects are these then? Curse immunity. I'm now immune to all curses for a short duration. Healer's gift. 10% health. Your treatment at the hands of a healer has increased your maximum health for a short duration. Nice.
Need a drink.
Should look like dark elf.
In
Yeah.
Gorehart. It isn't right.
Welcome.
Oops, no. Try to do auto run, but maybe it's numlock. Is it numlock? No. I can't auto run. Game does have fast travel. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, just I don't have anywhere to fast travel. Well, maybe I could have fast traveled there, I guess. Now I think about it. I don't want to fast travel here. I must have reached Arden's hut on foot before I can fast travel there. Right, okay. Oh. There's a well there. Okay. Alright. Currently resistant to curses. Let's give this a shot. Hurrah! That was quite a lot of stuff. Come here, you. None of them have dropped anything. It seems like it only starts doing the glowy thing after a brief, like, few seconds or something. Thank you. Okay, let's see how you like. I see daggers. Damn it, it's wandered off. Blasted thing. Let's go and get the other Krell brother, shall we? Is it Krell? No, I can't remember. I just looked at the name and I still can't remember. Crossed. I think it's Crossed. Hello, Boggart. They do entertain me, Boggarts. Oh, hello. The waters of the well seem to grab at you briefly, only to calm moments later. Poor bugger. I guess it's an accessory. Student's necklace. +5 to mana. Nice. Let's put that on. There we go. Was it worth it, guys? They're over there savaging something around. And now it's gone back to sleep. I wonder what it was attacking. This is a nice way to get banned regen. Nice. Bear that in mind. Might as well. Huh. It's a shrine that's had a root grow through it. Okey-dokey. Right, chaps.
Oh, the rite must be fulfilled.
It's over!
Oof, that's a long thrust. Alrighty then. Annoying that he could have spears, but I can't. off with all your stuff. Key and players can't use spears. Yeah. It's annoying. They've got the animations for it and everything. Well, they have some animations, I guess. Oh yes, I did just get a necklace, didn't I? Thank you for reminding me. The camera moving when you get into combat and with several opponents is a little bit jarring. Let's see about that necklace, shall we? Items. No. Accessories, there we go. Ice shield. Ice resistance. I'm probably not going to need that very much. Jewelry is important in loot and merchant good, since you can't craft them, if I recall correctly. Yeah, fair enough. I don't think you can. That's correct. Down point up here somewhere. There. So we come out up here, I assume. Go in here, out here. That's how that goes.
I don't know what to do. Why go to a Fate Weaver? Why? Sometimes I don't feel this way. Sometimes it's reassuring, but not right now. Not when it's so close. I still think it's a blessing. Talking to that Fate Weaver means I can make good on the time I have left. But how can I tell my family? It's like erasing the smiles from their faces, or like killing the joy in their hearts. Why would I do that? So I don't feel guilty about deceiving them? Isn't that just selfish? Is it completely selfish to not tell them, so I don't have to see them upset? But facing this alone, truly, truly alone, I can't do it.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Let's go with a shot. Maybe I shouldn't have tried that. Wonder how much time this is going to lose me. Oh, not that much. Okay. Well, let's leave that chest alone.
I don't know what to do. Why go to a Fate Weaver? Why? Sometimes I don't feel this way. Sometimes it's reassuring, but not right now. Not when it's so close. I still think it's a blessing. Talking to that Fate Weaver means I can make good on the time I have left. But how can I tell my family? It's like erasing the smiles from their faces, or like killing the joy in their hearts. Why would I do that? So I don't feel guilty about the just selfish. Completely selfish to not tell them, so I don't have to see them upset. But facing this alone, truly, truly alone.
Damn it, stop that.
I can't do it.
very easy. Let's give this a shot. Hurrah! Statue of a man in Ashara. Oh, right, okay. That's one of the statues that I'm collecting keys for. Right. Ooh, level up. Considering I've just been trying... Well, do I care enough about dispelling? Create more powerful gems. Strengthen shards by combining two. Create more powerful gems. Craft epic gems. Remove gems from any socket at a sagecraft altar. I think I trigger the spiky balls, which, yeah, they exist solely to damage you. Ah, okay. Create master crafted equipment. All alchemical recipes are discovered. Enemies and other characters are displayed on the minimap. Increases the amount of gold found as you explore the world. Increases hidden treasures are displayed on the minimap and are revealed if you get near them. That might be worth taking. Yeah, alright. Increased damage with long swords. Increased damage with daggers. So I certainly use daggers at the moment. Frost trap. Envenomed edge. Sorcery. Yeah, let's take that. And now I can start putting points into chakrams. Will I unlock? No, I won't have done, will I? I still need to spend 10. What? Oh, right. That's confirmed. Okay, that's annoying. Let's go off into nowhere. What's the world map say? I suppose I might as well go up there. Stop that! Got some, Oh, it's the House of Ballads. Nice. Got some lockpicks out of that.
Proceed no farther, mortal. You are not one of our kind, and the seat of Sir Sagrel will never be occupied by one so mundane. Hallam the White prepares the contest, and he must not be interrupted at this our time of greatest need. It is to fill an unoccupied seat in the House of Ballads. This is not a mortal concern. If Hallam learns I told you, he may see to it that I am banned from the telling. I did not fear them in previous seasons. They were our allies, as important to us as the autumn is to spring. But the Tuatha have upset the balance. I am known as the Squire. It is my duty to assist the Chancellor of the House of Ballads in all of his many endeavors. Hallam treats me well, and it is an honor to serve. The mortals in Gorhart believe they have established a permanent settlement, but they are sadly mistaken. Those homes will crumble. Those graves will multiply. Trees may be cut down, vines stripped away, but the forest will return, and it will not suffer the footsteps of men. Neither will the Fae. The storyteller leads us all in the telling of the great songs of the Summer Court. He administers our house and serves our great knights in the Court of Enchantments. The House of Ballads is home to the Court of Enchantments, where our heroes congregate and train before performing the feats that made them legends. There are 3 main structures on the grounds. The Court of Enchantments itself features the Wall of Saga, which depicts the most noteworthy songs in our canon. The Hall of Accolades is where the finest Fae crafters offer their services. Trainers can be found in the Summer Sanctuary, where we go in seeking enlightenment. Only the greatest heroes of the summer may be counted among the Court of Enchantments. Wenson, Belmaid, Ferrara, Olaine, Airmer, and Creth. Their glory unites all Fae in a common narrative. It is one of the few things our people share. He was one of our most beloved knights, a Ballad's treasure. I can't bear to think of him dead, now across the sea, a warrior for our savage cousins in the Winter Court.
Huh. I don't think I ever figured out what had happened to the previous Sir Sagrel, but it seems that he went over to Melsenshire and either died or was corrupted into joining the Tuatha.
This new breed of mad Fae has seized the Court of Winter in its grip. There can only be a summer and a winter. There is no other third order if we crave balance.
Well, you could create a fourth. But you can still, I mean, you can still balance things with 3 or 4, like, just because 3 is an uneven number doesn't mean you can't balance
farewell
things in 3s.
Listen, all of you. As you've clearly heard, a rare vacancy has occurred in the House of Ballads. There has been an event, a great twist in the narrative of our kind. Sir Sagrel has fallen. Sagrel, slayer of Ozigan, defender of the crown of Haxi, has been defeated. A death in the House of Ballads gives an opportunity, a chance for one hero to join the ranks of the greatest champions in Fae-telling. Olaine, Creth, Wenson the Bold. Do any of you, have the courage to pass the confirmation? If you do, your adventures will be sung to the heavens for all eternity.
So many warriors, but only 1 seat on the Court of Enchantments.
Hallam wishes to continue the contest for Sagrel's seat without the king's presence. Don't know if I approve. It's not the way of things.
There is a strange chill in the air, like a fell wind through the trees. I don't know what it means, but I fear it.
We Fae do not appreciate mortals tampering with our affairs. When you stand before the knights of the Court of Enchantments, you bask in the glory of all Fae. While all of our kind play a role in the grand telling, it is the feats of a legendary few that bear remembering. These knights lead the House of Ballads.
But telling Oh yeah, he'll tell it. He'll tell us what the telling is.
Call it
anyway.
history or the past. Each life tells a tale. But there is no yesterday, as there is no tomorrow. It is all today. One grand and vibrant telling. Our narrative continues to be spun. Even your presence here, while strange, is part of the changing picture. I am Phaikon, speaker of renown the world over. I've claimed many ballads, but none so important as those sung by the Court of Enchantments. This is my third attempt at claiming a seat in the House of Ballads. Perhaps this telling will be the one.
Each telling is a cycle of the Fae being reborn.
All Fae know of the storyteller. He is the caretaker of the telling and has been since the first spring began. There is no higher honor than to earn a noteworthy role in the telling. They make up the cornerstone of our shared experience. The House of Ballads' function is to ensure that the mightiest Fae heroes do not fade into obscurity, that they are always with us in the present. I wish not to waste my words on you. Now go. What is a mortal doing here?
Leave us, mortal.
Begone, outsider. Wander elsewhere, mundane thing. This does not... You compete for Sagral's seat? Charming.
I like his combination of hair and skin tone. That's quite striking.
A mortal is a pledge? Preposterous.
This does not concern you, mortal. You would not, could not, understand. One of our most beloved heroes has fallen. Sir Sagral's passing leaves his legend in peril. A seat in the House of Ballads cannot remain empty, lest the great stories end. And that must never happen. We are the collectors of tales, the warriors of lore, the most respected of all Summer Court heroes. Our deeds are known across the Fey lands. Our great knights, Wenson the Bold, Airmer the Pure, Olaine the Kind, are destined to repeat their quests for all eternity, that no Fey may ever forget. They remind us of who we are and what we've done, of our greatest achievements and our deepest losses. The house ensures those defining tales are never forgotten. Sir Sagral, Slayer of Odzigan, Lord of the Morning Mists, and Defender of the Crown of Haxi, was one of our most beloved knights. His tales have endured for generations. Several days ago he departed to do battle with the Grave Thresh, his most famous and legendary foe. But there was an event, a twist in the story. In this telling, it was the Thresh that bested Sagral. Such an outcome has never happened. I don't know what to make of it.
Didn't the guy that we just spoke to before imply that Sagral had gone across the sea to Malsenshire and been killed over there?
You are bold, but that is not how tales are told in the House of Ballads. Only a worthy Fey hero may finish his quest, complete his story. However, these are strange times. Magic weaves itself in new patterns and change. It is the one thing with which we Fey have no experience. If you so choose, join the other pledges. You too may attempt to defeat the Grave Thresh, recover Sagral's ring, and take his seat in the House of Ballads. The lair of the Thresh is east of this great house, in the hollow of Gorgoeth. In the evenings after dark, you can hear its disturbed slumber. The cries are unsettling.
Helen kind of mixes different iterations of the repeating story. So, is Sagral's original story supposed to end when he goes across the sea to Malsinshire and fights the Tuatha, or well, not the Tuatha, but the Winter Court, and that's the end of his story, and then it starts again? Because what I got from not Hallam, the other guy, the first person we spoke to, what I thought happened was that for some reason Sagral had gone across the sea and been killed over there. I know that there are stories repeat, but I didn't get the impression that Hallam was mixing parts of different stories. Like, so he's just told us that what actually has happened to Sagral is that he fought the Grave Thresh, and where previously, in every previous telling, he had bested the Thresh, this time something happened, and I think it's the Tuatha who are fucking around in Gorglath, helping the Thresh, or I mean, we'll find out, I suppose. Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
It is a popular tale, featuring the Summer Court's most treasured rogue. One afternoon, Sagral, his head sleepy with wine and dreams of women, awoke to a terrible roar. The treacherous maid of Windermere, villain of the House of Ballads, was summoning forth a beast from beneath the earth. She wished to send it against Swenson himself. When the maid departed, Sagral tread into the beast's lair and killed it, only to realize that it was simply the first of many deadlier enemies. What a song.
They are weird in that some of what they say about identities isn't literal, but also it has to do with reincarnations. Yeah, it seems like the roles of the House of Ballads can be taken up by any Fae. Well, any Fae has the potential, any individual Fae has the potential to step into a role in the House of Ballads. It's not clear to me whether their reincarnations bring with them memories.
We are
of
the
previous
soldiers of summer, the guardians of the light of spring. When our cousins in the Winter Court celebrate the darkening of the skies, we revel in the dawn. However, our cycle is changing. Everyone has noticed the fires on the sea, the monsters in the east, and the whispers on the lips. The Summer Court is in decline. For many seasons, the Court of Winter ruled alongside us as allies. There is no spring without the cool decay of autumn, no bright summer without the snow. Yet, even as our power wanes, theirs is mysteriously on the rise. Surely, you have felt it.
Yes, this is a very common gesture that I make in conversation. Point. Do it all the time. Yeah, totally natural.
I am Hallam the White, seeker of the Stone of Val, Baron of the Drowned Forest, Slayer of Argoth the Mighty, and Chamberlain to the House of Ballads. Many in the House of Ballads call me the Storyteller, for I watch over the Summer Court's anthology of experience. Go now, and make the song your own.
They're all gone. Probably quite salty about me taking on the role. Ooh, I can enter. Oops. That's really jarring. How sometimes, how when you're in a loading screen, the mouse is free and you've got a cursor, and then As soon as you're back in, you're trying to move the mouse around. As soon as it finishes loading. Oop, okay, that would be stealing.
Greetings. You are brave, mortal. The Thresh is no trifle beast.
And apparently there are more powerful beasts within, beyond the Thresh.
Good day. How can I help you? You are the mortal I've been hearing about. How dare they say you're meek? Why, to me, you look as fierce as a troll.
Thanks. I don't know that comparing me with a troll is that complimentary, but thank you.
The songs of the House of Ballads are not simply stories. They are part of the magic that unites us all, summer and winter alike. They move through us like the seasons. There are some who believe our time of glory is on the decline, that our ballads will fade into mortal history like whispers. I say, never underestimate a good story. I can help you with any gems or shards. Speak to them on your behalf. It isn't as hard as you might think. Unless they're stubborn, of course. My telling is not one of battle and bravery, but of binding. I served Wenson himself back when the great ballads were new. We did not sing them then. We lived them.
Impressive. Yeah, these guys say several things that you won't understand early game. Yeah.
I will be here waiting.
So either he is very, very old, or he retains memories that are very, very old. And I suppose either could be the case. Oh, I'm not allowed to...
You don't belong here.
Step into this small amount of water.
Greetings, child of the dust. Welcome to the Summer Sanctuary, where the seeds of knowledge are sown and nurtured. I see you are a stranger and a mortal. I am green, and I possess the healer's warmth. Do you have need of my services? Have you been injured in your mortal war? All of us at the House of Ballads live to serve Wenson and the court. They are the lords and ladies of tradition, embodiments of Fey glory. Without them, we are nothing.
They don't age the way mortals do. That's why the guy called you a child of dust. I know... I mean... I assume that they age slower, at least. Maybe they are ageless and they only die through misadventure. Although, no, hold on. I vaguely remember mention of some of them like lying down and returning to nature because they sleep too long.
If you ask me, our kind should be moving east to aid the Alpha. We are part of a bigger world now. The telling has changed. We cannot ignore what you call the future.
You slew multiple Tuatha. Their bodies can die, but they reincarnate if they do. Yeah.
For our kind, healing is simply a matter of asking our bodies to mend themselves. For one like you, it's more complicated. I don't know how you lasted this long. I do what I can. Most of the time, it's not enough. I've learned much from the dying races. Life is precious. Our kind often forget that. Goodbye.
Who are you?
Greetings. I am Gleonor, also known as the Antiquarian. What does a child of dust require of me? Every creature has its story. The wake it leaves behind in its travel. That is a telling. It is a narrative of defeats and victories that give every life meaning. Our Fae telling goes on from creation deep into the hidden end. Until then, we celebrate the small songs, the ones that celebrate the spring in which we find ourselves. All of us in the Western Feylands are subjects of High King Tatarian. Our presence maintains the natural balance, bringing the green of spring at winter's end.
Tatarian is an odd name.
For you, tales are naught but a reminder of your inevitable decline. But for the Fae, our tales are eternal reminders of our truest selves. Here we celebrate the very heart of our kind. The greatest of our tales, reborn and relived. We are the story that is told in every age, with different words, but the same meanings. We are the blazing summer and the brooding winter, forever following one another. We are as we have always been and shall ever be, no more and no less.
Hidden End. I never noticed you mentioned that the first time. And there's a lot of dialogue in the game, to be fair.
As antiquarian, I'm keenly aware of the lesser ballads in Fae telling, and do my best to ensure that they're not lost in the wide river of time. I'm keeper of the Echo Stone here in the House of Ballads. It has only come to us recently, but I find its purpose most fascinating. It is a new relic crafted by several of our most attuned Fae mages. Usually the notion of new repels me, but in this case, I can't help but feel a spark of curiosity. The Echo Stone can be used like a lore stone to experience past narratives, stories that have long since left the lips of their tellers. However, one can only use the Echo Stone if he has the right matching cairn, a magical key devised by Hallam the White himself.
Right, I think Echo Stones are the orbs.
The role of the storyteller is the most important to the Fae in the Court of Summer. He watches the telling as it unfolds. His gaze is not on one ballad, but all of them.
There's a house you go to, and it might be the house that we're supposed to go and meet Agarth at, but it's full of like beach ball sized stone orbs that are carved up, and I think those are Echo Stones.
His wisdom is above us all, even the lords and ladies of the House of Ballads. The High King guides us in all the grand telling of the Fae. Go well in the telling.
Oh, here we are. There's, that's them. Echo Stones. House of Ballads Echo Stone does not respond to your attempt to interact with it. Perhaps it has something to do with large spherical slots found on the front of the relic. It appears that another magical item is needed to make the Echo Stone function, which is these. You stick your balls in, and then it plays. Oh, yeah, here we go. Flame of Rydurk.
May the stone sing your song to the ages. May the breath of time remember you. Listen. Listen as the Echo Stone etches each ballad in memory. The Bulgan came, eyes of flame, and hearts born black with fury. To Lorca reign, through wind and rain, their wish to rend and plunder, till two knights true, in green and blue, rose up to face this villain, and sought a blade that would not fade in spring or deepest winter. Rydurk was forged, a mystic sword, one that would do its duty, and the knights so true, in green and blue, laid the Bulgan low forever.
Interesting. I don't think I noticed that last time I played. Glynol actually said that the cycle of the telling has an end to it. Or, well, I think he said that he believes that there is an end, or because of the...
This is odd.
The telling is changing. I'll be honest, I wasn't paying that much attention. I'd need to go back and listen to... Or maybe ask him again. But I shan't do that to you on the stream. We're actually coming up on 3 hours, so I don't think I can get through that door yet. But I'll just come in here and have a wander around.
You do not belong here, mortal. Let me take a look at you. Ooh, very fair you are. Too fair for the House of Ballads, that is certain. I tend to enjoy the company of mortals. So fleshy. I'm Ilova, instructor in the persuasive arts. That includes seduction, but you probably guessed that. I was brought here by Ferrara himself. Forbidden love can lead you in the strangest of directions. Here I am at the House of Ballads, and I won't even hold a sword. Care to be my squire? Intense relationships they are. Very intense. Many moonlit evenings are expected.
I can buy +1 to persuasion, but only with 15,000 gold. I don't know what the Fae need with money, but...
The ballads sing of her as a winter court witch, and that she wishes to wither the summer. Me, I believe her affections for Wenson are quite real. I've met him, I know. I can make almost anyone do almost anything. Don't believe me? Ask one of my many admirers. I'm willing to make you privy to my secrets. For a price. Come back soon.
It's weird to be sort of flirted at by a Fae.
Welcome. You've come to the right place, my friend. Yes, you have. This is where all the grandest questing goes on. Right in this bottle. Hey, old Ukabal will teach you everything you need to know about alchemy. Pinch of this, drop of that. Not much to it, really. Tell me what you need and I'll see to it you get a bottle. That is, unless I've consumed it all in a fit of fancy. Care to learn? I can hardly discern one of you creatures from another. I mean no offense, of course. I simply don't care. Dig for the rumors elsewhere, my friend. I really don't remember how I came to be here. So long as no one tells me to leave, I'll carry on, spinning my own song long after everyone else is gone. It was nice talking.
I'm sure that he's learnt that he should probably say something along those lines when he speaks to a mortal. Or maybe just when he speaks to someone at all. He seems like he's more interested in the things in his bottles than anyone else. Or than in speaking to other people, I mean.
Welcome, ageless one. I am Arvia, but I suspect you know that already. The tides of fate have washed me upon your shore, and I am here to do your bidding. I am but a tool of the Destinies, a mouthpiece for their changing voices. I do not know how I know what I know. It has been that way since I first stepped from my hollow.
Yeah. Hollow, that's an interesting thing. That'll come up repeatedly. Stepping from their hollows is basically the Fae being born. This is an interesting person. Yeah, she's a fate weaver, so I'm curious about what she'll say if she attempts to read my fate.
You act as though we're strangers. That's not true, is it? In many a dream you've come to me, Even in death, you've brushed my consciousness. I am here for you, to guide you in a careful separation of the threads of fate, and to ease you into a more appropriate plane. Lord Issa had great faith in Wenson, and his instincts have proven true. But all kingdoms fall, and all kings fall with them. There is no clear victory for the House of Ballads. I see nothing. Only you. Yes, it's true. She exists, skirting the edges of my consciousness. But I am unaware of her intentions. That is more troubling than anything else.
Oh, right. Unbind Destiny. This allows you to change the destiny that you choose outside of leveling up. And there's no point in me doing that because, first of all, I'm perfectly happy with the destiny I've already equipped. And there isn't any other that I would want to put in its place. Unbind lets you respend all your ability and skill points. Oh, does it? Oh, that's respecking. Oh, okay. That's worth knowing. Thank you. Anyway,
I wish you the best, mortal.
I'm just going to leave. And in so doing, autosave. I should probably save when I exit as well, actually. Oh, that wasn't very long. So I'll save now, and then we're at just over 3 hours, so that'll be it, I think, for today. If you want to change destiny, just equip a different card, I think. Okay. I don't know. I think destinies... I don't know. I've never tried on changing a destiny whilst I was at any other point than during level up. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll be back on Friday, I expect. I wasn't here on Monday because I was not feeling very well. I didn't feel up to it. It's possible. I mean, I wasn't sure whether I was going to end up. I wasn't 100% sure whether I was going to end up streaming today. We'll have to see how I feel when we get to Friday. But currently, the plan is to keep streaming. See you again.